Greetings, Iain from RTO here. Welcome to another new album review. Now this one's been out a little while. I've just got round to it. There's so much good stuff coming out at the moment. This is one of my favourite musicians. We did the story on him a few months ago, and it's the very talented and wonderful Mr. Rick Wakeman. This album came out late February, and he's done it with the English rock ensemble, and it's his first thing since The Red Planet. And this one is called A Gallery of the Imagination of Music. Working with Rick on this is Dave Colhorn on guitars, Lee Pomeroy on bass, Ash Stone on the drums, and providing vocals is the wonderful Hayley Sanderson. First track on this is called Hidden Depths. Now this is sort of typical sort of Rick Wakeman song. The great keyboards, the swirls, still got that little bit of 70s to it. Guitar work from Dave Colhorn's great on here. You got the wonderful Lee Pomeroy's bass that sort of drives it on. It's a really solid track to start this album. I love that track. Then the next track is called The Man in the Moon. Starts off with a great proggy sound. The keyboard runs from Rick are just top drawer as usual. Some of Ash Stone's drums on this is brilliant. Really good track. Third track, A Mirage in the Clouds. This has got a brilliant vocal from Hayley Sanderson. What an amazing voice this girl has got. Absolutely top draw. Got some nice drumming here from Ash. Delicate little touches, a little bit of aggression there, and that keyboard from Rick just draws you into the track. Then we get The Creek, a majestic piece of piano work from Rick. I'm never disappointed when I just get a piece of piano music from Rick Wakeman. There's a lot of people that don't like him when he does this, but I love it. I do love the piano music, and I just like it's just so gentle. Wonderful little track. Then we get My Moonlight Dream. Now this is my favourite on this album. This really harks back to the days of Journey to the Centre of the Earth and King Henry. Lots of keyboard swells on this. You've got some great guitar work from Dave. Lee Pomeroy's bass line sort of comes in. It's a tune in itself. This is absolutely a brilliant track. Cannot stop playing that track. Then we get Only When I Cry. Another wonderful vocal from Hayley. So gentle. And you get some lovely acoustic guitar on this. It's absolutely superb song. Then we get Cuban Carnival. Now, since I've been to Cuba, since then I've had this quite an affection for that Cuban Latino music. Now Rick's been there a few times as well, so I think he really likes that sound as well. And in this piece, he captures everything about Cuban culture and Cuban music. It's really brilliant. I love that track. Just a Memory, another fantastic piano piece. Wonderful. It's Just a Memory, and as usual, Rick is creating memories, and when you put this on, it makes you think of your memories. He's such a clever chap. Then we get The Dinner Party, which is a really proggy sort of thing. Uplifting keyboards. The keyboard solo on this is amazing. Absolutely brilliant. Then we get a day spent on the Pier. Lovely arrangement. And again, a vocal from Hayley captures sitting on the end of a pier, I think. It's got all that sort of, without being in your face sort of, fun fairs and that, the tempo of the song, it's full of joy, and you know it's Rick when you hear it. Then we get the Visitation, great track. Hayley sounds a little bit like Kate Bush on here because she has that sort of freaky sound that Kate does. I love that song. And the last track on here is called The Eyes of a Child. Now this song is split into two parts. Firstly, you get this piano start with a bit of gentle acoustic, and then it goes into a bit more rocky sort of sound. The transition is wonderful. It's a very smooth one. It's a great way to end at this brilliant album. Now, I've been playing this album so much. One of my favourite albums of the year, along with Uriah Heep, of course. Two different sort of musics, but when it comes to this sort of proggy sound, he's really still got it. The tunes are just brilliant on here. You know, he's taken what he used to do back in the 70s and just give it that modern twist, which is brilliant. Every track on this album is great. There is not a bad track on this. And I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 10 out of 10. It's not very often I give a 10 out of 10 for a new album, but there's just something about this album. It is such a wonderful album. Okay, that's all for today. But this week you've got me on Saturday, not once, but twice. First up tomorrow will be a little anniversary tribute to the death of the brilliant comic King Dodd. And then tomorrow, Skinner and McCook are at it again. And tomorrow we're going to look at our favourite #1 greatest hits albums from all decades. So that's all coming up tomorrow. Also, probably, I don't know, it'll be tomorrow or Sunday. We've got the first of the tier ranking shows I'm doing. So I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Looks like it's going to be another snowy day, so keep in from the snow and watch a bit of catch up with some of the shows on RTO. Bye for now.